Hello. Hello. Now it's working. Um, as I said in the description, I've had a lot of people ask me about how I do my makeup. I am not a makeup artist. I've never been taught. Um, I feel silly even doing this a little bit because I don't know. I just do. So I thought I would show everybody how to do it, how I do it, I should say. And remember that makeup is always something to play with, okay? You don't need makeup. Nobody needs makeup. You are gorgeous just the way you are. But some of us like to play a little bit and I don't know, just try out some different things, different looks. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways that I do my makeup, and I really hope that you are going to be able to maybe pick up a tip or a guideline and play with your own makeup. But of course, if you ever want me to help you or get some girls together, if a couple of you want a little makeup demo, I'd love to do that because it's just fun. We're girls. It's fun to play with makeup. So I'm gonna start with my Flawless Finish Liquid Foundation. Now, um, I have to say, I firmly believe that if you're here, make sure and say hi. I firmly believe, see, I put too much on there. Dang nabbit. This is what happens when you go live. You do everything wrong. But I firmly believe that foundation is an extension of skincare. Okay, I can't do this backwards. Because I have learned from experience. So, when I first started with Labri, it changed my skin, as I've said, as far as my acne and oiliness and redness and all of that stuff. However, they did not have a shade of foundation that was light enough for me. So I tried other foundations, but I got the whole like, ew, orange line kind of thing. And I just couldn't do it. Like, I tried. I was like, I can make this work. I can figure out a way to do this. I just couldn't. So I went to the drugstore and tried to find like the best, purest, um, you know, non chemically um, foundation I could. Spent more than I usually did. And as soon as I started using it, I started breaking out again. Then Labri came out with more foundation sample or colors, and I finally found a really pale ghost one for me. And oh my gosh, my skin cleared up. Now, of course, I was still doing my Labri skincare uh, while I was using the not as good foundation. Um, but the foundation just jacked up my skin. So I'm a firm believer that, if you want to get cheaper eyeshadow or whatever like that, okay. But don't skimp on the foundation. That is my little plug from my personal experience. So I did my foundation. I don't often use concealer. Sometimes I will actually use concealer and no foundation. I'll just kind of take care of the red spots and then just put powder over it. So I don't usually do like the eyes or anything. I did notice a little, oh, I did notice a little pimple when I took my shower, but it's gone and it's covered, so I don't need it. So I do my foundation and then I get a nice fluffy brush and my powder because personally I prefer a matte look. I also have very oily skin, so this kind of helps to, I don't know, mattify it, soak up the oil, all that kind of stuff. Um, so I just put that all over. I try to avoid my eyelids, but sometimes I forget. So that's done. Foundation and powder's done. I didn't need any concealer. So now we get to move on to the eyes. Um, as you can see, I have like no eyebrows. They're so light and so sparse. So I do always fill them in just a little bit. Actually, this last school year, there was a day that I forgot to do my eyebrows. Like I did all the rest of my makeup, but I forgot to do my eyebrows. No joke. I got in the classroom and this kid runs up to me, Miss Wilson, where are your eyebrows? What happened? Like they're that light. So, LeBron just came out with these dual dual shade brow colors. Oh, I should know the name. I don't know. I'm using soft brown, so you can see how there's two different colors. There are 5 different sets of different combinations of colors so that you can use it to fill them in and make them look really natural. They also came out with this brand new brush that has a spoolie on one end and a really tiny angle brush for the powder, which is awesome. So what little hairs I do have, I just kind of comb them. And then I take the darker shade. Oh boy, I'm gonna need my mirror for this one. Take the darker shade and start in the middle and go out toward the end. So because mine are so light and so thin, I kind of have to draw them on. I use the natural shape of my brows and the hair that is there, even if the hair can't, is so blonde I can't see, or you can't see it. I use that to guide, so that I don't, draw on some kind of craziness. And then I use the lighter shade in the front. So then you can kind of blend it together and it doesn't I don't, some people like the harsh line or the, not the, well, sometimes it's a line. Some people like the harsh look. That's awesome. For me, I don't want that. So I want to try and make it look as natural as possible. And then I just spoolie over it to like make sure all the powder's all uh, dispersed and everything. So super easy. Is anybody scared to do their brows? I know it's can be a little bit um, daunting at first because you don't want to look crazy, but it's really easy if you just follow your own brow line, your own hair. It's really easy. But the brows really, really um, frame the face and enhance everything. So it is nice if you can get those looking good. So eyeshadow's done, or brows are done. So now we're gonna play with the eyeshadow. This is the part that I have the most fun with because you can do it, gosh, any which way you want. And you can use different colors all the time. You can, there's just so many things you can do with eyeshadow. And I, for one, do not have a lot of time in the morning, so I'm not one who uses 7, 8 shades and 12 brushes and all the blending and all the stuff. I don't have time for that. So today I'm going to be using this Purple Obsession palette. These are brand new. I'm using this one because these are brand new colors from Labrai, and you can't really tell right now because I'm due for a hair appointment very soon, but my hair is purple, so clearly I love the color. Um, so I'm going to use that today. So I wanted to share just kind of some guidelines that I use to, because then you can use those guidelines. I don't want to call them rules because there are no rules, but the guidelines I use you can use in whatever colors you have. You do not have to have a certain color palette to do that. This one comes with 5 colors. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. I can't count. And so I'm gonna take, let's see, so today I'm gonna do this color right here all over the lid. So I'm choosing a light color. Boy, I'm sitting right in front of a window, so I have nice natural light, but I'm afraid it's too bright. I hope you can see. So now I'm going up onto the brow bone, and then I kind of cut in right here to the corner of the eye. So I want to leave this part open because that's where I like to put the highlighter, the lightest color. It makes your eyes look wide open and awake and really nice. So I put that on all over. So the rule of thumb or the guidelines I prefer to use is lightest lightest in the center and then getting darker as it goes out, because then what that's going to do is it's going to kind of draw your eyes out this way, make them look bigger, really kind of make them pop. So that's why I choose to use a couple different colors. But honestly, you could end right here, right? It's a gorgeous color. Just use one. That's totally fine. Um, if you want to add a little bit of something to this look without adding a lot more, I would take the middle one, which is the lightest one, and put that right under the brow bone. Or I'm sorry, right under the brow, because that's going to be that little highlight. Then if you want to add to that, put it in the corner of your eye. It's got a little bit of shimmer in it, so it's going to reflect that light and again, make your eyes look more wide open and popping, which is awesome. So I'm going to go one step further and trying to decide which one I want to use. This probably takes the most time in the morning, is trying to figure out what color do I want to use. So I'm going to use this darkest purple here. It's got a little bit of shimmer in it. It's not like glittery by any stretch, but it's not a matte color. So then what I do is go in the crease and just do the windshield wiper in the crease. Now here's my other trick. I'm going to need to use the mirror. What I like to do is kind of make a V here. I hope you can see that. So I'm making a V. It doesn't look pretty yet, but just wait, it will. So I like to make that V because for me, that gives me a little bit more of the dramatic look that I like. And then blend that in a little bit on the corner here. Okay? Just wait, it still looks chunky and weird. We're gonna get there. Okay, let me just do the other eye. So I'm gonna make my V. Can you see? And go in the crease. And just define that crease, because that's going to help your eyes pop. All right, so I've got that, and then I just have to shade it in the corner there a little bit. So far I've used 3 colors, but you could always stop at any point along the way. This is just how when I have time, I like to go a little bit more drama. And then what I'm going to do, this tip I highly encourage. I learned it recently and I love it. I just take a really fluffy brush. I do have a little set of brushes, which I got for like $6 off of Amazon. You don't have to, in my opinion, you don't have to invest a lot of money. All you makeup people out there are probably cringing at me right now. I'm sorry. But I take a nice fluffy brush, nice and soft, and then I go in circles to blend it all together. Okay? So then you don't have those harsh gloppy lines that I just had on there. Boy, this light is kind of crazy. It makes it look so much darker than it is. And then, if there's still some blending you need to do, keep using your brush or use your ring finger. Make sure and use your ring finger because that is our weakest finger and we don't want to hurt our eyes. So, it's looking a little bit too much for me. So I'm going to come back in with this color that we put on the whole eye, and I'm just going to accentuate that from the middle of my eye out so that there's a little bit more blending of colors. And then, so this is a new thing that I've added. Labri just came out with this. I really like it. It's called Wide Awake Highlight Pen. Who doesn't want to look more awake? I know I do. So it looks like a little kind of peach eyeliner. And this, okay, so it's got this on one end and the smudge on the other. And there goes the cap. So this I like to put right in the center. You could also line your waterline with this if you want. I'm not, I get a little squeamish trying to do that. Even though I wear contacts and everything, I don't know, it still weirds me out. So you can put this in the corner. Now, I don't know if you can see, but it's a little bit harsh. So we're going to take this end with the smudger. I'm try and not lose all the caps. And we're just going to blend it. And it blends really easily. Could even use this underneath your brow bone if you want. I tried that once. I just recommend blending it really well so that you don't have this line under your brows, but it makes it pop. It makes that your eyes look nice and awake. We're almost done. So you can go without eyeliner. I know a lot of people like to go without eyeliner. I've even done it. You can also, here's a trick. Here's a trick. I do not have water with me, so I can't demonstrate it. I'm sorry, I did not think ahead. You can use a really little tight brush, like can you see how this one is not soft and fluffy? You could wet your brush, dip it in, you can see I've done it here. Dip it in a color. Now, if your brush is wet and you dip it in the eyeshadow color, it's going to make it darker. So you could wet it, dip it, and then line your lash line and use your eyeshadow as eyeliner. Super easy trick, very effective. You don't need another separate eyeliner. But like I said, I'm at my desk, so I don't have water here. So I'm going to use an eyeliner. This one is Intense Aubergine, which is kind of like a purpley brownish color. And there's a lot of ways to do eyeliner. Okay, so I like to, this is hard doing it in a computer screen. So again, I like to be heavier on the outside and lighter on the inside. Okay. And I have not yet tried the liquid eyeliner with these colors, but I've seen pictures and it looks gorgeous. So you just line that. Again, I don't go all the way into the corner. Some people do and it looks awesome. Personally, I just tend not to because I want to keep that inner part nice and bright so that I look more awake than I am because I'm always tired. And then you don't have to line the lower lash line. There's a lot of times I don't, but I've kind of sort of gotten into it lately. I don't know, like I said, it's just a lot of trying. So for me, because I'm a little bit scared of it, I only go I only go just a little bit and then use that smudge end and smudge it all out so it doesn't look like a harsh line. All right, I'm going to do it over here. If you want, even without, committing to a cat eye, which I know a lot of people are scared of, you can extend just this eyeliner just a little bit. Now it blends in with the eyeshadow, so it's not gonna look like a major cat eye. You don't have to feel scared about that. But again, it just kind of makes your eye look a little bit bigger, just kind of bringing it out this way. You guys, I promise this makeup is not as dark as it looks on the screen. It's not that dark. And then eyeshadow or eyeliner mascara. Let's try that again. I prefer black because I like the dramatic look. I'd love to know what color you use for mascara. Do you use like a black brown or brown? Do you use colored mascara? I've always been tempted by those. And then again, because I'm a little chicken, I don't put mascara all over my bottom lashes. I'm always afraid that it's gonna rub off and I'm gonna have raccoon eyes. I used to deal with that. One thing about these eyeshadows too is they're highly pigmented, which is really nice, as you can see. And there is not, you don't have all this fallout on your face. You can see, like, I don't have any eyeshadow powder laying all over my cheeks, which is why I can do my foundation first. Oh, another trick that I forgot to do is why is this not working? You can put concealer on your eyelids before you do your eye makeup, and it will help it stick better. So that's why I try to avoid putting powder on my eyelids. Um, but I forgot to put the concealer on. I don't usually do it. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. And then, you know what? I didn't bring like contour and blush and stuff. I don't always do that. But sometimes if I contour, I'll do right here. I'll do the sides of my nose because I have a ginormous nose and I try and make it look smaller. And then I'll do a little bit on my forehead because I have a giant forehead and I'm trying to bring that in. And here, it's because I have a double chin. Now you know all my insecurities. Um, and then highlight would go above that. It would go like right on your cheekbone. You can put a little across your forehead, down your nose, upper lip, and some people put it on their chin too. Kind of depends on your facial structure. Just remember that shadow is pulling something back, like trying to, I mean, just like a shadow that you see outside. It's like hiding something, and the highlight is bringing it out. Um, it looks really pretty. I just wasn't prepared to do that. So, anyway, I'm gonna end with the color Goddess lip tint. So, I've really been kind of digging these lip tints because they go on really light, like they don't feel heavy, and they stay for a super long time. Now, what you can do, if you want, is line your lips before you put this on. I haven't tried that yet. I have to see what lip liner colors I have. And then see, this color is not this dark in person. It's totally the lighting. Um, Let it sit for a couple minutes to dry, kind of, and it'll stay on for hours and hours through, talking and drinking and eating and all that kind of stuff. So that is kind of how I do my makeup. Now, this video took 22 minutes. It does not take 22 minutes for me to do my makeup. I did way too much talking. I promise I get this done in 10 minutes max, probably less than 10, honestly. Um, so, just a couple of tips that I went over if you're interested. I use keeping the light colors here and then fading to darker colors. When I put on the darkest color in my crease, I also make a little V here just to kind of keep extending my eyes out. Brows are an awesome way to frame your face. Now, some of you are blessed with great dark eyebrows and you don't need any powder. That is awesome. More power to you. Enjoy. Some of us need a little help. um, and so, okay, light to dark. I use that Wide Awakes pen or whatever liner in here to help me look awake. You can use eyeshadow for eyeliner. If you just dip your brush into water and then put it on, that'll make it darker. Um, that's all I can think of right now. Let me know if there is something else you want to see. If you do want to see contouring and blush, I could do a quick video on that. I do want to let you know before we go, like I said, I firmly believe that foundation, if you're going to wear it, not everybody wears it. If you wear foundation, it is an extension of your skincare. So before I sat down, I did my cleanser, freshener, moisturizer. I took care of my eyes and I did the facelift in a bottle mask. So it lifted everything and shrank my pores, all that fun stuff. So I did all that before I sat down with you guys. And then I did my foundation. This stuff is awesome. It's buildable. There are a ton of shades now. And this and the concealer, you know what a concealer tube looks like. These are on sale in August. So if you're interested, let me know and I can help you pick a color. Or you can even buy sample packs. You get four, like you pick a range, whether it's fair or medium or dark. You can get four samples for $4. And You can sample it right at your home, in your mirror, on your skin, or we can or I can help you kind of try and color match. But these are on sale. This lasts me forever because I don't use much. Um, the skincare takes care of it. So these are on sale. Concealer's on sale. These we have a brand new color collection that includes the Purple Obsession. If you like those colors, let me know how I can help you. If you want a one-on-one makeup tutorial where you have your makeup and I help you put it on, that would be fun. If you have a couple girls who are like, oh yes, I totally need to know how to do my makeup, we can do it in person, on Zoom, on Facebook. Well, Zoom would probably work better. Um, I have an on-demand party set up for makeup. So if you're interested in doing a little makeup party, we could do that. And on demand means that I send you and your guests a link. It takes you to a whole website that is just for you with all kinds of videos and pictures and descriptions and links and all the good stuff. And you get to do it on your time. You and your guests get to do it whenever you have time. You can sit down and go through the whole thing, or you can break it up into pieces when you have a quick minute, when you're, I don't know, making dinner or going to the bathroom. and uh, there's no need to come up with a specific date and time that everyone is together because I know everybody's getting busy with school starting. So this is a really fun, easy, awesome on-demand party style that I'm really enjoying sharing with people. So enough of that. Hope you have a wonderful day. Let me know if there's anything else I can do or anything else I can show you or just any way that I can serve you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you very soon.